Sorry about that, guys. I'm dealing with some of the same stuff you guys are dealing with too with the internet. It's not great where I live. But anyway, we were talking about having a schedule. Did you guys know that Yale Medicine put out 8 tips of things to do to help with some of the stress and anxiety of this very stressful time that we're in? And the very first one was to create a schedule. So I'm going to include that in the comments below. You guys can see that here in a little bit. But our schedule just goes throughout the day. Work total for about 2 hours. The rest of the time we have brain breaks. We use Go Noodle. We go outside. We take walks. We do nature walks and learn about the world around us. So there are ways that we can learn without being too awful involved and just sitting around writing and just doing book work. Take advantage of all of your online resources, all of your digital resources. My first grader loves the Scholastic Learn at Home, and he loves Education Galaxy and Prodigy. Those are some great resources, so I hope you guys are all using those. And so, yeah, just make yourselves a schedule. It'll help a lot. Yours is probably going to look a little bit different from mine, especially if your schedule is not a 7 to 3 or 8 to 4 or 9 to 5 type schedule. Yours might be a little bit different. So, but a schedule is very important to keep up with. Secondly, I wanted to talk about some things to do at home to help with stress. I know that that my little one, he gets frustrated with some of his work sometimes. Miss Jordan and Miss Teresa, we miss you guys. They can tell you that when he has a hard time with something, sometimes he has a meltdown. And that's hard for him, and a lot of other kids are the same way. I know some of my kids that I work with pretty regularly at both Glenwood and West Marion. Sometimes they get frustrated, and it's a little bit hard for back on track. So I am hoping that you guys might take some of my tips here. I've brought home what we have here. This is a fidget bin that I brought home from Glenwood. It's got some sensory stuff in it and some fidgets to help keep kids focused and on task. Some of this stuff you can make at home. This is Orbeez in a latex glove right here, or a rubber type glove. That's something that you could make. That's fun. Little squishies. Here's something really super cheap. Some Play-Doh. Or I've made something today, and if you guys are interested in it, I'm going to include the recipe for it. I'm kind of obsessed with it. So I put it in a plastic bag to keep it so it doesn't dry out. But it was really easy to make. And I'm going to be able to make a lot of it in different colors. This is cloud dough. I saw the recipe on Facebook, and I kind of researched it a little bit, and I decided that I was going to make some. So that I feel like it's a good STEM activity. It's really super cheap to make. It's really, really easy to make. It came together in about 5 minutes. And it smells wonderful. So it's a good sensory toy to use, or sensory tool to use if you've got a child that's kind of a sensory seeker a little bit. So it is 2 parts cornstarch. This conditioner was $1 at the Dollar General store, and it's wrapped in strawberry, so it makes my cloud dough smell real, real good. And put it in a bowl. I had a rubber spatula. I put my cornstarch in first. I added my conditioner. I mixed a little bit, and then we added a little bit of food coloring. We chose to do pink to stick with kind of the strawberry theme that we had going on. And then we mixed it a little, and once it got mixed up a little bit, we used our hands. If it gets too dry, too wet and sticky, you can add a little bit more cornstarch, and then you have your very own ball of cloud dough. And like I said, it's really cheap and easy to make, so I hope you guys make some at home. If you guys are still having a hard time, if you're feeling anxious, or you need something to do to kind of help calm down, because this is a really stressful time that we're in, coloring sheets are a really, really good way if you like to write. We have these mindful coloring sheets here in my box. reading, drawing, singing. I noticed whenever I was watching Ms. Ross earlier that she was talking about your balloon breathing. So you breathe in through your nose, you inflate the balloon, and then out. So breathing is a really, really good way to help get rid of some of those really anxious, panicky, or frustrated type feelings. And breathing is also a really good way to help kind of remind yourself that that everything's going to be okay. You might get a little bit stressed out, but deep breaths, take a minute to calm down. So I hope that you guys use what I said, that you make yourself an at-home kind of sensory bin and calming corner, so that whenever you do get frustrated, that you are able to have a place to go to get calmed down and get back into your downstairs brain. If you guys have been watching Ms. Ross, you'll know about upstairs and downstairs brain. Again, I just want to kind of show you guys. Here's my schedule. Yours might look a little bit different. It is backwards. I'm sorry about that. But we just kind of go down. And one thing Hunter really likes to do is erase, because it's on a whiteboard, so he likes to erase a little bit at a time. And that way he sees that the stuff that he has on his agendas is kind of shrinking his list, so that he can have free time to kind of choose what he wants to do. But I really do urge you guys to get your schedule together, create a schedule at home. It's not going to look like a school day. It's going to be different because you guys have changed environments. You're not at school anymore. You're learning at home right now, so your schedule is going to kind of reflect that. But I do urge you, get up, make sure that you're getting dressed. Don't lay around in your pajamas all day. The 7th grader of mine, he'd love nothing more than to lay around in his bed in his pajamas all day on his Chromebook. But I've noticed that he does better work when he does get up and get ready, and he feels better. So I hope you guys are washing your hands, and that you're keeping up with your social distance, and that you're staying well, and that you're staying safe. I hope that you guys are learning a whole lot. And know that we all love you, we all miss you, and like I said in the comments below, I'm going to drop the recipe for that cloud dough if you guys need to see that, and I'm going to put some tips in there. I have my other little board here that I'll turn it around, which it's going to be backwards. Next time I'll get Austin to kind of film for me so that everything won't be backwards. But I put some tips here, and I'm just going to read those out really quick for ways to kind of stay calm during this really stressful time, because I don't want anybody to be scared or stressed out. So the first thing, like I said, is create a schedule. Number 2, get up and get moving. Go take a walk, play basketball, do some yoga. Number 3, make sure that you're spending time with your family. You guys are all cooped up in the house together. You might as well do something to enjoy it. Number 4, use your technology. Guys, if you're missing your family, if you're not getting to see Nana or Papa or Nanny or Mama or whatever you call your grandparents or your loved ones, use FaceTime if you have that option available, or you guys can download Duo on your phones. And if you need anything, reach out to us. We're all here for you. We love you, and that's what we're here for. So if you're having a hard time, feel free to email, call, anybody at MCS. We're all here for you, and we all love you. Be careful about listening too much about discussion about the pandemic and COVID-19. That's just going to scare you a little bit more. Stay informed, but don't be immersed in it all the time. Take a break from it. If you're feeling anxious, that's where that calming corner is going to come in. And then look for the silver linings in it. Maybe this will be time for us to all step back and look at everything and realize all the stuff we took for granted, because I know I, for one, have got some people I can't wait to hug whenever all this is over. So I love you. Keep an eye out for the comments. If you guys need me, holler. Love you.